In this video I want to help you figure out which version of the iPad is the right one for you. We will talk about the 2018 and the 2020 releases and the differences between them. We will talk about performance, design and functionalities and which one I would recommend for 2021. So without any further ado, let's get started! The first generation of the iPad Pro was first introduced back in 2015. With the promise of a more pro-level experience, it was the first iPad featuring a 12.9-inch screen with a much more power-efficient memory chip, twice as fast as its predecessors. At that time in 2015, 12.9 looked like a huge size for me, so it didn't got my attention to buy it. The thing is, in these days, I would totally go with a bigger iPad if they released one, because I use it as a sidecar for my Mac. The second version of the iPad Pro brought minor updates. They updated the processor and the screen, but still it was not enough to convince me to get one. Now when the third generation was released back in 2018, things totally changed for me. The new design with a slimmer symmetrical bezels all around the display, the flat design bringing the same vibes from the ages of the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 5, plus the Face ID introduced in the new iPhones from that time, and the best of all, with the introduction with a 120Hz refresh rate screen, which Apple calls promotion display. At that stage in 2018, 12.9-inch displays didn't look like a huge screen anymore and it just felt right. Apple did right in every new aspect of this new iPad Pro. From the design to the specs and the accessories, this version was the one that got my wallet slimmer. The version that I have and I plan to keep it, at least for a few more years, is the 2018 version. I use it every day for media consumption and also as a secondary display for my Mac. This is pretty handy device. With the Apple Sidecar, I can have the full macOS experience with the portability that the tablet provides. The battery in the iPad Pro is amazing. It lasts for a long time, even after hours of media consumption. It was also an amazing companion from the time when travels and flights were possible. In 2020, Apple released a new updated version with small improvements over the past generation. This new updated version brought new additions like updated camera module and the LiDAR technology. So for most of you that are planning to buy or upgrade to a new iPad, you might be thinking which version is the best one for you. So let's check one by one the differences and I'll help you to decide based on your needs. So speaking about performance, there is no big difference between the 2018 and the 2020 on the day-to-day usage. The 2018 version is still blazing fast, and as any Apple product, we will still feel like that for many years to come. In terms of design, the 2018 and 2020 version, they are pretty much the same, with only differences on the camera module, which now houses a dual camera setup, one for the ultra-wide and one for the wide version. The 2020 also have the addition of the LiDAR sensor. So you might think, what the heck is this LiDAR? The LiDAR name originates from the combination of the word light and radar. In simple terms, it's like a radar, but instead of utilizing radio waves, it utilizes lights to measure space. LiDAR is not a new technology though, it's in fact a very old technology dated from the time of 1960s. It was even utilized during the Apollo 15 mission as a way to map the surface of the moon. So here's my conclusion. If you are the type of person that would really make usage of the iPad cameras and the new LiDAR sensor and have the extra $150 to spend, then the 2020 may be a good option for you. However, if you are the type of person that would not be utilizing the iPad cameras anyway, I would totally recommend the 2018 version, as the rest is all the same between the two generations. With the extra $150, you can save it for you or even get additional accessories like USB hubs, the smart keyboards or an Apple Pencil. So that's been it for today guys, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and I see you in the next one.